Hey guys, here for round one of our video with Shrapnel Affinity. We run the die roll, so we're gonna go first.
Alright, seems correct.
Yep, Affinity is a good deck to go first with. This
Stands a
hand,
mulligan.
yeah, it's not very powerful.
We're missing a payoff. We don't have like a signal pest or anything either.
Everything is just a 1/1. If we had one payoff card, it would be great. As it is, though, like we just have to hope to top deck one, so that puts us in a pretty bad position, and that's just him having nothing. So
Yeah.
I think it's a mulligan.
Yeah. This hand's insane.
Yeah, this hand is much better. We've got,
We'll keep it.
fortunately,
Scry that to the bottom.
yeah. All right. So yeah, I guess we're gonna probably cast Signal Pest. Do you want to cast the Mox Opal too, or do you want to wait a turn on that just to not let him know how much velocity we have?
I actually like casting here just because we can Galvanic Blast if we have to.
Okay. Yeah, killing is turn one play.
Killing
Definitely
specifically, like if he's Affinity, like that's huge. Like
Right.
if we're playing Mirror, or if he's playing Birds of Paradise, I'm completely fine popping that there.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Or even like Infect or something.
Yeah, which the only thing from Infect I wouldn't kill here would be a Noble Hierarch.
Yeah, probably not. Although it might be kind of hard to tell if he's on Infect or not. If he just goes like
Okay.
Breeding Pool Hierarch, then there's a few decks that could be.
So this is either Jund or the red-green through the breach deck.
It could be a few things. It could also be Kiki Chord, although usually they have the turn one play.
Yeah, I'm just debating because the odds are actually decently high we draw a good one here. I don't think it'll end up mattering if we don't just burn him now. I was just trying to figure out if we needed to be as efficient as possible.
No, I don't think we need to worry about that. Oh, that's a good one.
So that'd be 4?
It's more mana efficient to just drop the plating.
Yeah.
But I think
Is it,
Overseer's probably just going to get bolted.
if we play out plating, we force him to bolt this, which means our
Right.
Overseer lives.
Yeah, or at least it will dodge the first removal spell.
Yeah.
I think I like playing Cranial Plating.
Yeah, I agree. Quip.
Also, all of our creatures are now insane, so it's always nice.
Yeah.
Cranial Plating is a busted magic card.
I really want to know who at Wizards was like, that's a good idea, right?
Yeah, right, because it's in Fifth Dawn. It wasn't a Darksteel card. Like, they made all the ridiculous stuff in Mirrodin and Darksteel, and then even after realizing what horrible things they did, they still decided it was an okay idea to Cranial Plating. It reminds me of kind of like Batterskull and New Phyrexia after Cobblade. So yeah, it's
both times they had to ban something in Standard.
Right.
Almost like, god dang it, Wizards. So we can swing in and we miss on 4 damage, or on 2 damage. But if we play this stuff post-combat, it means he's probably going to bolt this to kill it.
Okay, let's play the Signal Pest first, at least.
Okay.
Because he's not going to bolt the new Signal Pest. But then, yeah, post-combat, let's play the Steel Overseer.
Because I don't think that 1 point is going to make a difference.
Just
because our clock...
Let's see, 5. Next turn will be 8. Probably
actually
7.
Yeah.
And then so 11, 7. It might make a difference.
Yeah. And it also it means he can't really afford to bolt this.
Right. I'm actually fine with him bolting our Steel Overseer instead. And there's a good chance he just doesn't have the bolt. Otherwise, he would have played a Stomping Ground untapped. And
especially since we showed him Opal too.
Right.
The other thing I'm concerned about here is Anger of the Gods.
That's true.
Like it's the only way we lose this game.
Right.
Is big deck Anger. But that means he had to keep an ungodly slow hand.
Yeah, that would be a really bold move.
Here it is.
Yeah, there we go. That's okay. I think we're still very much in this game. We only need really like one attack with a creature or another burn spell. That was probably the worst draw we could have had.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really interesting keep on his part. It's like he knew we were on Affinity or
Affinity.
something.
Because that's on the draw too,
I know.
actually. What's this?
Hunting Wilds, okay.
So that's Primeval Titan this turn? Or this coming turn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just Scape
No,
Shift.
that's shifted.
Okay. So we're probably dead. Worker's okay. It's not great.
Means if we draw an artifact, he's just dead though.
If the worker survives combat, I mean, there's a pretty
Yeah.
good chance we just die here. So all he needs is like a land, or a ramp spell and escape shift, and we die. Nothing. It's like cryptic command, perhaps. Okay. Well, hopefully this will do it. Here comes
Here's
this
Cryptic Command.
cryptic, yeah. And then, yep. And then escape shift next turn now that we'll have the 8 planned. That's a shame.
I guess his keep makes a little more sense then. Having the Cryptic.
Maybe. I'm not so sure. He didn't have blue until after he casts Hunting Wilds, so it's not until turn like 5.
Man, I wish we had a Shrapnel Blast right now.
Right.
Ring no light?
Yeah, probably. Something like
What is
that.
8?
Anything.
Oh,
he's
he's
just
just
floating
floating
the
mana.
extra mana because he can. Either
'Cause
bring
it's
the light or it's not bring the light because he doesn't have 4 different colors, but
Yeah. It makes me wish we had the Shrapnel Blast here because he'd just be dead.
yep. Or even another Galvanic.
Yeah. Maybe he gets greedy and gets some Stomping Grounds or Breeding Pools and we kill him.
Nah, I think we're pretty dead. But yeah, making him kill us is always probably the right way to do things. Never know.
Yeah.
You might just misclick.
I feel like maybe if we held that Pest, we win this game. Because it's a turn of attack.
I don't think so because he had the cryptic command.
No, because on our
Oh
We
yeah,
got that turn where we
yeah.
just
There was
played
that turn
Mountain
when he
Path.
cast the Hunting Wilds. Yeah, that's 5 mountains times 2 triggers is 30 damage.
Reason.
Yep,
And he's not dumb, so
Yep.
Yeah. Back this one in.
Good game. Okay, so I think we'll definitely want Spell Pierces against him.
Yeah. And they play Sakura Tribe Elder, right? This version does too.
It does. I don't know if that means we still want Spell Snare against them though, because like it's not a payoff card. Usually you want to counter their payoff cards, like their Anger of the Gods, their Hunt of the Wilds, their Cryptic Commands, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I just don't know. I guess he did beat us that game without casting a 2-drop.
Yeah.
Because I was just trying to figure out if he'd be behind enough. Like if we spell snared him.
Another thing is that they have a ton of flyers, or we have a ton of flyers rather that we can just go over.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out if stopping the rampant growth effect was worth it.
Right. I think we want to cut Hangerback Walker. I think that card's way too slow.
Yeah, I think the Etch Champion's actually better here. Just one.
Yeah, it's a little bit more resilient to Anger of the Gods at least.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
Other than that, I don't think we have a good sideboard option.
Yeah, our sideboard's really not set up very well against them, but that's okay because I think our main deck is probably good still.
Yeah. Like if we had a Shrapnel Blast instead of that mountain there, he was just dead.
Yep. Or really any creature, like we had said.
Yeah. If we drew any other card in our deck, actually.
Well, other than land. That's okay. Alright, yeah, let's submit this.
Yeah, actually, a Blink Moth or a Dark or Ink Moth would have done it there too.
Probably.
Alright. I'm gonna go first again.
Okay.
Hand's a little slower, but it seems fine.
Yeah, I think it's okay. We've got a 14-point burn range.
Is nuts.
Yeah, let's keep this.
Yeah.
It's basically, like, there aren't very many bad draws in this hand either, because drawing land is great, drawing spells is fine too. And yeah, we want to play the Citadel first, of course, because Glimmer Void is super risky without having non-creature artifacts in play.
Yeah. That sounds like just how we straight up lose the game.
Yeah,
Oh, and that's tapped. Mox Opal one time?
that would be great.
Never lucky?
That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just put cranial plating in. Okay.
We're almost...
Oh,
Actually, if we just hit him this next turn with this plating, he loses the game.
Or we can put him into burn range. I don't know if he loses the game or not, because he could counter our stuff. We only have one red source at a time. But
That's fair.
I do like where we're at, definitely. Inkmoth Nexus.
That's significantly worse than Blinkmoth here. The Citadel puts us to 5 damage on this, which puts him right into 14.
Right, but Inkmoth can too. We just activate it.
I like Inkmoth better. Because if we animate it,
Okay.
it baits him into using a removal spell there too. Like we just give him more choices and more opportunities to screw up.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I think that's fine. It means we can't cast Shrapnel Blast at the end of his turn, but I don't think that matters too much because we can still cast Gillian.
Yeah. So put this here. And we also can just go to combat and see if he'll
right
bite on that.
Because yeah, if he throws a removal spell at it, then maybe we actually don't activate Nexus here. Yeah, okay. He's gonna make it so that we won't have to.
And then sack the target. I really wish this was Blinkmoth now.
Yeah, that would be pretty nice.
If he just, I guess if he sacks or takes 2 damage from a shock land, he's just dead.
No,
not
we need
anymore.
one more hit with a regular creature.
Yeah.
But Inkmoth Cranial Plating can win the game in its own right.
Yeah. So now we have 2 different fronts.
Right. So once we activate Inkmoth Nexus and put the Darksteel Citadel into play, that's 5 damage a turn with Cranial Plating on it. So it forces him to use another kill spell on it, which makes Shrapnel Blast really nice. So yeah, we're in a pretty good spot here, I think.
Why would he shock there?
I don't know. Does he have Ancient Grudge, perhaps? I think he would use that on his turn. We want the Darksteel Citadel this turn to make our Cranial Plating bigger.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we're actually 1 mana short of being able to shrapnel him.
Yeah.
Unless he wants to... Nope, he's not gonna.
3. Oh, okay.
Crossing Grip, okay. Split second. Do you want to activate? Do you want to cast that Galvanic Blast now, while we have Metalcraft?
Yeah.
He's taking a very interesting role. It's just like a straight control deck against us. I wonder if that's normally how they operate.
So we have 4 burn spells left out of 50 cards. What are the odds we draw another burn spell?
1 in 12.5.
So reasonably low. Okay.
Yeah, about 7 or 8%. But we also could just hit him with a creature.
Okay, so if he gets Mountain, he has Bolt up still. Okay, so he's bringing the light.
Yeah. Opal, sure.
I guess he could also have disfigure too, which could be bad.
Disfigure would be great, actually. Or disfigure, yes. I think dismember. Dismember would be excellent.
We'd win the game.
Yeah.
But is there any way he'd take 3 damage?
Shroud Elder. More do nothings. We have not drawn the best this game or this match.
Yeah, it's
I
just
think this
something
is
that
the
happens
biggest-
when you register this deck.
Yeah, this is the biggest problem with Affinity is that it top decks very, very poorly.
And our opener wasn't insane or anything. So he goes to 8 next turn. Bring the light kills us.
Yep, basically. Nothing we really could do.
The origin island for the Rubbins. This was brutal. And the shock to put him to 6 instead of 5.
He'll probably put that into play tapped.
Yep, we're dead.
All right, good games.
Very interactive.
I mean, I think that there was some interaction going on. He had a couple removal spells.
Yeah. The first game didn't feel like that.
But
But
yeah,
this
like
game-
we drew 3 lands in a row at the end of the game, and that's why we lost. Like that's not too surprising.
Because he only has 2 cards left in his hand too.
Yeah,
like
he had a healthy mix of lands and spells, and we didn't. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in our 20. Actually, is there 24 sources in our deck? If you include the drums and the moxes?
yeah.
24. Okay. So yeah, I guess we do have a lot of mana in the deck, but we flooded out pretty hard. Yeah. 7 spells.
Yeah, and
Yep.
these are the lands to
Game.
kill us.